Welcome back to Bob Klein Field, RVC Sports Complex in beautiful Rockville Center, Long Island. Game 5 coming up, Game 2 today. This is the first of the 2 elimination games. It's the Molloy College Lions taking on the LIU Post Pioneers. Coming into this game, Molloy lost to NYIT 2 days ago, 3-0. That brought them to this game, and LIU Post lost to Mercy 5-2. Coming into this game, the winner today will advance to the next game, taking on NYIT with a chance to advance to the championship round tomorrow. Double elimination, meaning you lose 2 games, you are out, and that's what it's at stake here for this game. LIU Post 24-25 on the season. Molloy, the number 2 seed and co-ECC champions, 32-15 on the season. Molloy, coached by Sue Cassidy-Like in her 12th year, and the dean of all ECC coaches, Jamie Apicella, 19th season for the Pioneers. Let's have a look at the lineups. First for the LIU Post Pioneers, they're going to lead off with Kayla McCoy at second, Julia Cedar, the co-player of the year catching, Abby Fortin, the rookie of the year in right, Ashley Melendez, the DP, Gianna Gatto at first, Megan Sneeden, the freshman at third, Allie Laird, the shortstop, another freshman, Claire Travis, the junior, and Samantha Maroney, another junior, rounding out the lineup for the Pioneers. And we are underway. 2 balls cold. 2-0 the count to McCoy. So 3-0 the count to Kayla McCoy from Smithtown, New York, senior. Batting .230, 6 ribbies on the season. And a cold strike, 3-1. Chelsea Hawks in the circle for Molloy, 17-10, 1.7 ERA, 213 strikeouts. ECC Pitcher of the Year. Cold strike brings it to a full count. And a hard foul ball down the left field line. Count remains full. Hawks hails from Shoreham Wading River. Trying to extend her season. And a high fly ball back over our heads. So full count to McCoy. And a cold strike on the inside part of the plate. So a 3-0 count. Hawks fights back and gets the strikeout.
Now batting number 22, Julia Cedar.
So Julia Cedar fouls one back, the co-player of the year in the East Coast Conference, with numbers like .404 batting average, 12 doubles, 11 home runs, and 43 RBIs. Only a sophomore, last year's Rookie of the Year, this year's Player of the Year from Piscataway, New Jersey. So 0-2 the count. And a foul ball back. So here's Hawks to deal. And that's a hard shot. That's in the left center gap. Back to the wall. Cedar on her horse to second and standing with a double. So Julia Cedar with her 13th double of the season. She stands on second, one away with Abby Fortin, this year's Freshman Rookie of the Year from the British Columbia. Batting .281, 6 doubles, 13 home runs, 29 RBIs. And a cold strike to the outside part. Quickly 0-2 to Fortin. And a cold strike 3 on Fortin, 2 away.
Now batting number 17, Ashley Melendez.
And now coming up, Ashley Melendez, sophomore from nearby Levittown, New York. Batting .247, 7 doubles, 29 RBIs. And 2 quick strikes on Melendez. So 0-2 to Melendez. Here's Hawks. Gets a strike 3, and that retires the sides. So 3 strikeouts, 4 Hawks, the lone double by Cedar. We move to the bottom of the first. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
Connecticut and the metropolitan New York area to Western New York. From Washington, D.C. to Long Island. The East Coast Conference is committed to excellence in academics, athletics, and service to the community throughout the Northeast region. The East Coast Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II.
We move to the bottom of the second inning. Now take a look at the lineup for Molloy College. Now start number 20, leading off Olivia Bonowski. Number 3, Erin Clinton. Number 5, Milan Bodie. Number 32, Sarah Rambo. Number 8, Brianna Dalton. Number 13, Tiana De Oliveira. Number 10, Ashley Fedor. Number 7, Alex Russo. And the sophomore, number 77, Caitlin Schneider, rounds out the lineup for Molloy. In the circle for Post, Hannah Olszewski. Second team all-conference performer, sophomore from New Jersey. Olszewski 14-12 on the season. Bonowski batting .284, 8 doubles and a home run. Junior out of Bristol, Connecticut. A shallow fly ball, too short, and one quick one away. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Erin Clinton from Long Beach, California. She is a senior, batting .272 with 8 RBIs. And a hard grounder foul. And ball to the outside part of the plate, 1-1. And a cold strike. 1-2 the count to Clinton. So 2-2 to Erin Clinton. And that ball's hit into right field. And she'll be in with the single in the first hit of the game for Molloy. Erin Clinton takes the outside pitch, goes the other way, and she stands on first base. And that'll bring up the grad, Milan Bodie, from San Diego, California. Batting .370, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs, and what a career Milan Bodie has had. So one away, Clinton on first. And a 2-0 count to Bodie. And that's a slow grounder to second, over to first. And a great job by Clinton keeping out of the way. So Clinton down at second, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Sarah Rambo, the junior, from Eagleville, Pennsylvania. .258 on the year, 8 doubles, 2 homers, and 15 RBIs. And a cold strike on Rambo. And now deep in the count, 0-2. And Olszewski goes to the outside part of the plate a third time, this time just a little bit outside. So 1-2 the count to Sarah Rambo. So 2s are wild. And that's a high fly ball to center underneath it. And that will retire the sides. So 1 hit on Erin Clinton. We are done with 1. With no score. You're watching the East Coast Conference softball on the ECC YouTube channel.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
We move to the top of the second inning. Elimination game. Winner moves on. Loser ends their season. Coming up for LIU Post, Gina Gatto, Megan Sneeden, and Allie Laird. And the ball fouled back at us. 0-1 the count to Gianna Gatto. 254, 16 RBIs. Junior out of Hauppauge, New York, Smithtown High School. And 0-2 the count. Chelsea Hawks been pitching ahead, getting ahead of the batters. And just missed to the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count. And the ball fouled back. So 1-2 the count. Hawks goes upstairs and fouled back. So 1-2 to Gatto. Upstairs, 2-2. And the ball fouled to the right side. As Gatto and Hawks battle it out. So the 2-2 pitch. And a high fly ball. And underneath it is Aaron Clinton in short right field, one away. And that'll bring up the third baseman, freshman Megan Sneeden from Valley Cottage, New York. Batting .263, 8 doubles, 19 RBIs. One of 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for Jamie Apicella. Swing and the miss for Sneeden, and quickly 0-2. And the pitch, cold strike on the corner, and strikeout number 4 for Chelsea Hawks. Chelsea Hawks in a groove early in this elimination game, and that'll bring up another freshman, Allie Laird. The shortstop, Sachem East High School, batting .237, 4 doubles, 7 RBIs. And that ball hit and wisely allowing it to go foul. So 1-1 the count. Upstairs to Laird, 2-1. That's a fly ball to right and underneath it for out number 3. And Chelsea Hawks and company retire the sides. So we are midway through 2. 0-0 the score in the East Coast Conference softball tournament.
I'm Drew Bogner, president of Molloy College, and I'm here to share with you some really exciting news. Molloy College was recently named the #1 Value All-Star in the United States by Money Magazine. That's right, #1 in the country. We are proud that Money Magazine has recognized what we've always known at Molloy College. We invest in student success, and we challenge them to succeed. Molloy students are committed to a value system that stresses a strong work ethic, resiliency, professionalism, and leadership. It's why they graduate and why they get hired. We invite you to visit Molloy and see for yourself why you belong here.
Move to the bottom of the second inning here at the Bob Klein Field, the RVC Sports Complex. These games were originally scheduled for Dobbs Ferry up in Mercy College, and with the inclement weather over the last couple days, they will be moved down here to Rockville Center for the turf field. Great job by the Molloy staff getting this field ready for the 3 games this Saturday afternoon. Mercy pulls it out in the bottom of the 8th over New York Tech in game number 1 today. They advance tomorrow to the championship round. So here's Brianna Dalton, junior from Northampton, Pennsylvania, batting .307, 6 doubles and 2 home runs. And quickly 2-0 the count. Well, most people remember Brianna Dalton 2 weeks ago in the 7th inning hitting a monstrous shot at LIU post to win that game. And a shallow fly ball to second base.
Now batting number 13.
And Kayla McCoy underneath it and 1 away. And that'll bring up Tiana De Oliveira from Mastic, New York, junior. Came over from Dowling College. As everyone knows, Dowling College, member of this league for quite a long time, closed their doors this past year. As a proud alumni, very disappointed. So De Oliveira, 291, has a home run on the season, 11 RBIs. And a ground ball bounce over to third, and too hot to handle was Allie Laird. And De Oliveira is going to be on. And scored a base hit.
Now batting number 10, Ashley Fedor.
So Tiana De Oliveira on with the base hit. And that'll bring up the senior Ashley Fedor from Monroe, Connecticut, 246. 10 doubles, 2 home runs. So 1 away here in the second. And a cold strike to Fedor. So 1-2 the count. Here's Olszewski. Evens it up at 2-2. And a ball to the outside part of the plate. The count is full. So De Oliveira stands on first, 1 away, full count to Fedor. Olszewski set to deal. Here's the pitch. And that's a number to third, and underneath it is Sneeden for out number 2. And a cold ball downstairs on Alex Russo, the junior catcher, Longwood High School, batting .250, 7 ribbies, 7 doubles, 13 RBIs. And over to third to first, and that will retire the sides. So we are through 2. No score. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
So moving along to the top of the third inning. No score here in the elimination game. LIU Post and Molloy looking to advance to the 6 o'clock game against New York Institute of Technology. Post will send up Claire Travis, Samantha Maroney, and Kayla McCoy. So Chelsea Hawks, other than the double to Julia Cedar, has retired 6 of the 7 batters she's faced thus far, including 4 Ks. And that's a long fly ball to right field, and underneath it is De Oliveira for out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Samantha Marone.
So that'll bring up the junior, Samantha Maroney. Sachem East High School, batting .232, 8 RBIs on the season. And a bunt, and right underneath it, great job coming in on the play was Ashley Fedor. Had the bunt played all the way. Maroney could not get it down. So just like that, 2 outs here in the third. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Kayla McCoy struck out in the first. And a foul ball back. So 0-1 the count to McCoy. And it's a high foul ball, and out Rambo underneath it, and a quick inning for Chelsea Hawks and the Lions. So we are midway through 3. Still no score in the elimination game. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
So we go to the bottom of the third. Ninth batter, Caitlin Snyder, and the top of the order, Banowski and Clinton due up for the Lions. Snyder, 222, 5 doubles, 11 RBIs. And taken outside from Hop Hog High School, sophomore. And here's the pitch. And a ground ball foul. And fouled out of play, 1-2 the count. So here's the pitch. The ball downstairs, 2-2 the count. And a ground ball slow to second. Over to first. In time. And down goes Snyder. She's holding her knee, and out comes the trainer. So on a slow ground ball to second. Close play at first. Couldn't tell if she tripped on the bag or just landed wrong, but the trainer is out. Taking a look at Caitlin Snyder. And we'll step aside. We'll come back in just a few seconds. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
Being a champion takes more than skill. More than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
And the good news is Caitlin Snyder is up and walking. She's going to come off the game, out of the game with the trainer, to the applause of the crowd. So 1 away here in the third.
Now batting number 20, Olivia Banowski.
And that'll bring up the leadoff, Olivia Banowski. 284 hitter. And that's a fly ball. That's going to go back to the gap, to the wall. She's off to second, thinking about three, and comes back and stands with a double. So the lefty slapper drew in the entire outfield, and she puts it back on a 2-bouncer to the wall with a 1-out double.
Now batting number 3, Erin Clinton.
So Molloy looking to get something started here. Erin Clinton. And ball's off the glove, and she'll be in, and that will advance Banowski. So off the glove, a line drive to Megan Sneeden. Would have been a nice play, just comes out of the glove. And that advanced Banowski to third. So with 1 away, Molloy has runners at the corners.
Now batting number 5, Milan Bodie.
That will be scored a base hit. And with first and third, it brings up the very dangerous Milan Bodie. 370, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs on the season. Molloy looking to strike first here in the third. And the ball gets by. Here she comes in, and on the pass ball, safe at third. So Banowski comes in on the pass ball, and Aaron Clinton goes from first to third with one away. So Molloy leads 1-0. Aaron Clinton stands at third. Milan Bodie at the plate, one away. Here's the pitch to Bodie. And a ground ball up the middle. That's going to score Clinton. Molloy leads 2-0. So an RBI single for Milan Bodie. And that's going to bring up Sarah Rambo. Still one away. And a 2-0 lead. And that ball down the line, shifting, and a nice diving attempt for Abby Fortin, just out of the arm stretch reach. So 0-1 the count to Rambo. Off speed outside, 1-1 the count. Oh, and up in the wheelhouse of Rambo, and she torched it foul. And the ball fouled back. 1-2 the count to Sarah Rambo. So the 1-2 pitch. Here's Olszewski. Gold, strike three. So Olszewski goes downstairs zone for out number 2. So that'll bring up Brianna Dalton, 2 away. Bodie at first. And the changeup goes for it down the left field line, foul ball. Brianna Dalton, 307. So 0-1 pitch to Dalton. So we move to 1-1. Here's Olszewski. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Dalton didn't like the call. But Olszewski knows how to work the outside part of the plate. So 1-2, 2 outs. And a cold strike on Dalton. And LIU Post gets out of the inning, but not before Molloy puts 2 across the plate. On 3 hits, they lead 2-0. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
We move to the top of the fourth inning. Molloy with a 2-0 lead. And Post will send up Julia Cedar, Abby Fortin, and Ashley Melendez to the plate.
Leading off for the Pioneers, number 22, Julia Cedar.
So Julia Cedar with the lone hit of the game. That was a double back in the first inning. And a hard ground ball just foul down the right field line. Julia Cedar at 4:04, a tough out. One of the most feared hitters in the East Coast Conference. And, well, folks, you got 2 more years left of her. She's only a sophomore. And a ground ball to second, over to first, in time, and a big out for Molloy. So Erin Clinton making the play, and a big out for Chelsea Hawks.
Now batting number 15, Abby Fulton.
And that'll bring up Abby Fortin. And the good news for Molloy, Caitlin Snyder, who was injured on the base path the last inning, is back out in left field. And the count is 1-1 to Abby Fortin. And that's a high fly ball. That's going to be shallow. Could be trouble. And what a great catch! Olivia Bonoski. Sell your house, folks. She covers some real estate. So another big out for Hawks and Company. 2 away here in the fourth. And that'll bring up Ashley Melendez. And down in the dirt, 2-0. Ball fouled back. 2-1 the count. And a cold strike, 2-2 the count. Chelsea Hawks has retired 9 of the 10 batters she has faced thus far. A lone hit coming, Julia Cedar in the first inning. So the count is full. Here's Hawks. And that's going to pop up and retire the sides. So another 1-2-3 inning for Chelsea Hawks. We're midway through 4. Molloy leads 2-0. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
Connecticut and the metropolitan New York area to Western New York. From Washington, D.C. to Long Island. The East Coast Conference is committed to excellence in academics, athletics, and service to the community throughout the Northeast region. The East Coast Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Bob Klein Field. Molloy College leads 2-0 over LIU Post in the elimination game. De Oliveira, Fedor, and Russo coming to the plate for the Lions. Tiana De Oliveira, 291 on the season. Base hit, first time up. And the off-speed pitch, cold strike, 1-1 the count. And a foul tip, cold strike, 1-2 the count. Just missed. The LIU Post fans wanted that one. So 2-2 the count to De Oliveira. Fights off the inside pitch. We'll keep it here, 2-2. So here's Olszewski. And fouled off. Olszewski mixing up the speeds. Excellent pitcher. Out of New Jersey, only a sophomore, second team all-conference performer. And strike three goes down swinging. Olszewski. Third strikeout in a row. So Molloy's down one out. And that'll bring up Ashley Fedor. 246 hitter. Grounded to third. Actually popped to third the last time up. Fedor, so grounder to second, over to first, and two quick ones for Olszewski. And that'll bring up the catcher, Alex Russo. So the pitch to Russo. Cold strike. The ball fouled back and quickly 0-2 to Russo. So 0-2, 2 outs. Alex Russo. Fouled off to the right side. Here's the pitch, Olszewski. And fouled back. And here's the pitch. And a base hit through the hole. Russo on first with a 2-out single.
Now batting number 77, Caitlin Snyder.
And that'll bring up number 77, left fielder Caitlin Snyder. Ground out in the third. Injured on the play on the bag. And Snyder goes deep to the goal. That's off the wall. Here comes Russo. Russo's going to be held up at the plate. Snyder, or double, second and third. So with 2 outs, Russo gets on with a single. Snyder goes off the wall, second and third, 2 away, with the top of the order coming up, Olivia Banowski. Doubled the last time up in the third. Molloy with a chance to put more on the board. And that ball's going to flare away and be caught, and LIU Post is out of the jam. So 2 more hits, no runs, no damage done. We move to the 5th. 2-0 Molloy. You're watching East Coast Conference softball action.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Back at Bob Klein Field in beautiful Rockville Center, New York. Beautiful sunny day. Rumors to have had a couple sprinkles out there in the last few moments. And we're going to have Gianna Gatto, Megan Sneeden, and Ali Laird coming to the plate. For the LIU Post Pioneers, they trail by 2. Chelsea Hawk's been cruising. Ball fouled back. She's retired the sides in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th inning. 3 strikeouts and the lone double in the 1st. So 2-1 the count to Gatto. And fouled back, even it up, 2-2 the count. Gatto popped up to second in the 2nd. And a ground ball back to Hawks. Fielding a position over to first, 1 away. Always nice when a pitcher helps themselves. And that'll bring up Megan Sneeden. Struck out in the 2nd inning. Here's Hawks. And fouled back. . The temperature has come down a few degrees here in Rockville Center. And the ball fouled away and quickly 0-2. This is game 2 today. If you're just joining us, Mercy pulled out an extra inning win over New York Tech. So Mercy advances to the finals tomorrow at Dobbs Ferry. New York Tech sticking around to play the winner of this game at 6 o'clock. And that ball underneath. Here's Russo underneath it. Comes down and 2 away. So the defense is supporting Chelsea Hawks. And 2 away.
Now batting number 7, Alexandra Laird.
And that'll bring up Allie Laird. And the ball back. Laird flew out to right in the 3rd inning. So quickly 0-1 for Hawks. So 2-1 the count. And a cold strike to the inside part of the plate, so 2s are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, and Chelsea Hawks is out of the inning. So 4th consecutive 1-2-3 inning sits down the Pioneers. We go midway through 5. Molloy leads 2-0. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
Connecticut and the metropolitan New York area to Western New York. From Washington, D.C. to Long Island. The East Coast Conference is committed to excellence in academics, athletics, and service to the community throughout the Northeast region. The East Coast Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree.
Moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. Molloy leads 2-0. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Erin Clinton, Milan Bodie, and Sarah Rambo. Due up for the Lions.
Leading off for Molloy, number 3, Erin Clinton.
So Erin Clinton, 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Single in the 1st, single in the 3rd. And a cold strike, off-speed pitch. Well, the outside part of the plate, 1-1 the count. So 2-1. Here's Olszewski. And the ball fouled back, evens it up at 2-2. And down in the dirt, the count is full. So the count is full for Bonowski. Pardon that, Aaron Clinton. And a ground ball through the hole once again. And Aaron Clinton is 3 for 3. So a leadoff single for Molloy, and that'll bring up Milan Bodie. 1 for 2, grounder to second in the first, base hit in the third with the RBI. And we're going to have a pitching change. And Katie Humhege is going to come into the game, the freshman from the British Columbia in Canada. Humhege brings a lot of velocity. Throws near the mid-60 mark. 5'10", long. Throws with a lot of authority. So a 2-0 lead for Molloy as the pitching change occurs. Let's go over once again what's at stake here. This is the elimination game, the first of 2 elimination games. Loser's season will end pending an outcome of an NCAA berth. The winner moves on to the next game at 6 o'clock, taking on NYIT, who was a 1-run loss in 8 innings to Mercy, who has advanced to the final round in Dobbs Ferry tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Now pitching for the Pioneers, number 10, Katie Humhege.
So here's Humhege facing Bodie. And Bodie looking to lay down the bunt. Just foul. Clinton will go back to first. So 0-1 the count to Bodie. Here's Humhege. All to the outside part of the plate. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And a strike to the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count to Milan Bodie. One-two pitch. And fouled off to the left side. Here's Humhege. 1-2 count to Bodie. So 2-2 the count. Aaron Clinton on first with a leadoff single. And gets Bodie down swinging. So 1 away for LIU Post. And that'll bring up Sarah Rambo. And a cold strike with the heater down the middle. Down to first, not in time. And check swing, foul back. So 0-2 the pitch. Here's Humedge. Upstairs, 1-2. So Rambo continues to fight. 258, 8 doubles, 2 home runs, 15 ribbies for the junior from Eagleville, Pennsylvania. And a cold strike 3 on Rambo. So Humedge comes into the game, puts down Bodie, puts down Rambo. And with 2 outs, Clinton still stranded at first, and that'll bring up Brianna Dalton. So 0-1 to Dalton. And Dalton going upstairs. 0-2 the count. So here's the pitch. Humedge. And Dalton will go to first on the hit batter. And they're going to talk it over, and they're going to determine, did it hit the bottom of the bat or did it hit her hand? And they're going to bring her back to home plate. So the count remains 2-2 to Dalton. Now here's the pitch. Gets her down swinging. So Olszewski comes into the game, strikes out Bodie, strikes out Rambo, strikes out Dalton, and we go to the 6th. So
This
runs. We go to the 6th. 2-0 lead, Molloy. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards.
And beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Sports Complex in Rockville Center. Molloy College leads 2-0 over LIU Post. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Travis, Maroney, and McCoy due up for the Pioneers. Ball fouled back.
Number 8, player Travis.
Chelsea Hawks has retired the last 14 batters she's faced. And the off-speed pitch, 0-2 quickly to Claire Travis. Travis from nearby East Meadow High School. 209, has a homer on the season, junior. And strike 3! Down goes Travis, and another strikeout for Chelsea Hawks. Give her 6 on the game. And that'll bring up Samantha Maroney, Sachem East product. And ball out to the left side. Nice catch by the coach, Jamie Apicella, 19th year. Maroney, a slap hitter in the 9th slot. And skips off the glove of Chelsea Hawks and into center field for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting number 12, Kayla McCoy.
And that'll bring up the top of the order. Kayla McCoy struck out in the first, pop up to first in the third. So Maroney on first, Post looking to get something started. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Fast-moving game. So a bunt over to second, and they get the force. So a heads-up play by the pitcher. Chelsea Hawks gets the force at second. So 2 away here in the 6th. Scored a 1-4, 1-6 fielder's choice. So 2 away. Julia Cedar, the most dangerous hitter in the East Coast Conference. Fouled off. 1-1 the count. Cedar doubled in the first. Grounder to second in the 4th. And foul down the left side. So Hawks ahead of the count, 1-2 on the co-conference player of the year. Pretty good resume. Freshman rookie of the year in your freshman year, co-player of the year in your sophomore year. And that ball is tagged deep center field, gone! And this ball game's tied. Julia Cedar takes one out over the front of the plate and puts it 240 deep center field. So we are tied at 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Two great softball games we've had here in the East Coast Conference Tournament. And that'll bring up Abby Fortin. So 1-1 the count to Fortin. And a cold strike to the outside part of the plate. 1-2. And that's a high fly ball to right. Coming in. Could be trouble, but makes the play. But not before Post ties the game up. A base hit by Maroney. A 2-run shot for Cedar. We are knotted at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
From Connecticut and the metropolitan New York area to Western New York. From Washington, D.C. to Long Island. The East Coast Conference is committed to excellence in academics, athletics, and service to the community throughout the Northeast region. The East Coast Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. LIU Post ties it up on a 2-run shot from Julius Cedar. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Chrissy Heyer hitting now for Tiana de Oliveira. Oliveira. We got a little tongue twister there. So Heyer, Fedor, and Russo coming up for Molloy. Humhedge comes into the game in the 5th, strikes out the sides, and we move to the 6th. So 1-2 the count to Heyer. And foul tip. Staying alive at 1-2. So 1-2 to Heyer. And a cold strike. So 4 batters, 4 strikeouts. Since Katie Humhedge come into the game to replace Olszewski. And that'll bring Ashley Fedor. Popped up to third, ground out to second. 0 for 2 in this game. And a ball on the inside part of the plate. And a cold strike. And a slow grounder to second. Bobbles it and through. And Fedor gets on the error. So too hot to handle for Kayla McCoy. Takes a little bounce. A lot of sun on that right side. But Fedor gets on the error. And that'll bring Alex Russo to the plate. Base hit in the fourth. And just back off the glass of our booth. No damage done. So 0-1 the count to Russo. And another ball fouled back. Just out of play again. So 0-2 the count. So Humhedge way ahead, 0-2. One and two, the count. And another ball fouled back. So Humhedge, here's the pitch. And the ball fouled off to the right side. Russo continues to battle. So 1-2 is the count. And upstairs, 2-2. Molloy needs base runners. One away. Fedor on first. And a cold third strike. Sits down Russo, and 2 away. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Caitlin Snyder. Doubled off the wall in the 4th inning. And Snyder, hard hit shot down the left field line. So 0-1 the count to Snyder. Ball upstairs, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1 the count. And a hard hit laser foul. Snyder is on it, but 2-2 the count. 2 away. Fedor at first. Here's Humhedge. And the pitch. Gets her on the outside part of the plate. And that will retire the sides. So we go to the 7th. We are tied at 2. You're watching the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
7th inning. In the elimination game, we are knotted at 2. We are in survive and advance mode. Winner advances. So Hawks in to face Melendez, Gatto, and Sneeden here in the 7th. 2 runs for Molloy in the 3rd, 2 runs for Post in the 6th, and here we are in the 7th. So Melendez struck out in the 1st, popped up to 3rd in the 4th. So 2 balls and a strike to Melendez. And that's a hard hit ball down the left field line. Caitlin Snyder back, cannot get it. So a long strike makes it 2-2. And a ball to right field. In comes Higher and makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting number 21, Gianna Gatto.
That'll bring up the junior, Gianna Gatto. Wind out to second in the 2nd. Back to the pitcher in the 5th. Here's Hawks. And that's a number that's going to get over. And no, it does not. And Brianna Dalton holds it in. So a soft flare. Dalton tracks it down, and 2 quick ones in the books. And that'll bring up Sneeden, the freshman. Struck out in the 2nd. Popped up to the catcher in the 5th. And just out of play. So 0-1 to Sneeden. And a ground ball down the line. That's a fair ball. Snyder comes up throwing a second. And throw, and they get her down. Throws her out at second base. So the ball gets by the cutoff. Rambo throws her out at second, and that retires LIU Post. So scored a single. And then thrown out at second base. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. We are knotted at 2 on the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament on the ECC YouTube channel.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't can you do it? It's will you?
Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here in regulation, Molloy needs 1 to advance. We are tied at 2, and we'll have the top of the order. Panolsky, Clinton, and Bodie due up for the Lions. But Humhedge has been phenomenal, striking out 6 of the 7 batters she's faced thus far. Panolsky 1 for 3, a double in the 3rd. And a cold strike to the outside part of the plate. And a line out to short. Ali Laird stabs it and 1 away.
Now batting number 3, Aaron Clinton.
And that'll bring up Aaron Clinton 3 for 3. She's been the hot hitter. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Single in the 1st, single in the 3rd, single in the 5th. And she would like to make it a single in the 7th. And 1-1 the count. So 1-2 the count to Aaron Clinton. And the ball upstairs, 2-2 the count. Milan Bodie on deck. And that's a soft flare. That could be trouble. And it is! It's a base hit. 4 for 4 for Aaron Clinton. So with 1 away, Molloy has the winning run standing at first base with Milan Bodie, a .370 hitter at the plate. The winner advances. And the ball low in the dirt. Milan Bodie has 3 home runs, 21 RBIs. For the grad student from San Diego, California. Has had a lot of game-winning hits in her career here in a Molloy uniform. And just misses that one. 1-1 the count. Keep in mind that sun is brutal in right field. And a left-handed batter at the plate. So Clinton at first. 1-1 to Bodie. And fouled back, 1-2. Here's the pitch. And upstairs. Well, the NCAA's on the verge Molloy, number 2 in the East, coming in, looking pretty solid for a bid. Post in need of a win. LIU doing some damage in the CACC, knocking off the 2 and the 3 seed. That's a high fly ball, but coming in, making the play back at first, overthrows first. Clayton's going to go into second, and now the winning run stands on second base. So Claire Travis comes a long way, makes the catch. But Gatto was off first. She makes the throw. And here we go. Sarah Rambo. 2 away. Clinton at second. Winning run. And a long foul ball for Rambo. Rambo 0 for 3 in the game. Fly ball center in the first, 2 strikeouts in the third and the fifth. None bigger at bat than this. And a ball inside, 1-1 the count. A lot of speed on Clinton. Here's the pitch. And that's a high fly ball coming over on the left side and making the catch and getting out of the inning. So can we say extra innings? And we go to the 8th. And we'll do it when we come back on the East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
So for the second game in a row, we move to extra innings.
For LIU Post, number 7, Alexandra Laird.
Laird, Travis, and Maroney due up for the Pioneers. And a cold strike. Chelsea Hawks has worked the entire game. The ECC Pitcher of the Year. And a ball fouled back and quickly 0-2. Allie Laird 0 for 2. Fly out to left in the second. Struck out in the fifth. And a soft one back to Hawks, 1 away. And that'll bring up Claire Travis. Travis flew out to right in the third, struck out in the sixth. So the high heater for Hawks, 0-1 the count. And foul back quickly, 0-2. And here's the pitch to Travis. 1-2 the count. Gets her out swinging, 2 away.
Now batting number 4, Samantha Marone.
So 2 away here in the 8th. That'll bring up Samantha Maroney. She singled back in the 6th. And a swing and a miss. 0-1. And a soft flare. And Dalton holds it in, and that retires the sides. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Here in the elimination game, we are knotted at 2. You're watching East Coast Conference softball action on the ECC YouTube channel.
Connecticut and the metropolitan New York area to Western New York. From Washington, D.C. to Long Island. The East Coast Conference is committed to excellence in academics, athletics, service to the community throughout the Northeast region. The East Coast Conference, a proud member of NCAA Division II.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Molloy Lions will send up Dalton, Heyer, and Fedor. Humhead still in the game for post. Molloy wants to try to get it done here and not have to face McCoy and Julia Cedar in the top of the 9th. And a rope foul for Dalton. Dalton, a .307 hitter. She's got a couple home runs on the season, 6 doubles. Junior from Northampton, Pennsylvania. Molloy wants to get the lead off on here. Dalton can hit the long ball. And foul back quickly, 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch to Dalton. Here's Humhedge. Just a bit high. So 1-2 the count. And Dalton's all over it. Just foul ball again. 1-2. So if you're just joining us, Molloy struck in the 3rd. Couple hits, 2 runs in the 3rd, and in the 6th, Julia Cedar launched a monstrous 2-run home run. And here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 2. And Dalton continues to fight. Temperature has dropped about 10 degrees since the first pitch at 1 o'clock this afternoon. The sun is shaded here in the stands. So 1-2 the count. And ball in the dirt, 2-2. So big at bat here for Brianna Dalton. Here's Humhedge. And foul back again. She continues to battle. Higher and Fedor due to come up for the Lions. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, the count is full. So big pitch coming up for Humhedge. Three-two count. And struck her out. So one away for LIU Post here in the bottom of the eighth. 7 strikeouts now for Humhedge since she's come on in the 5th inning. And Tiana De Oliveira will be re-enter. She'll be re-entering into her spot, replacing Chrissy Heyer. Tiana De Oliveira, 1 for 2, with a single in the 2nd inning. And a cold strike. Ball high. Remember the NCAA tournament coming up this week. Molloy projected to be in. They've been number 2 this week in the polls. But they'd like to keep it going this weekend. So 1-2 the count. And De Oliveira thought about it. Nope, and they check down to first. And a new life here. 2-2 the count. And gets De Oliveira down swinging. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Ashley Fedor. And we're going to have a pinch hitter in for Ashley Fedor, and that'll be number 30, Tara Burns, the sophomore out of Huntington High School.
Pinch hitting from Molloy, number 30, Tara Burns.
So Tara Burns set to face Humhedge. Outside ball 1. Swing and the miss. 1-1 the count to Burns. Cold strike. So 2 outs, 1-2 the count. Evens up the count, 2-2. Here's the pitch, Humhedge. And a ball hit foul down the left side. We'll keep it here, 2-2. So 2s are wild. And a cold strike 3, and Humhedge strikes out the side. We will go to the 9th. In elimination game number 1, we are knotted at 2. You're watching East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
So like Major League Baseball, we go to the top of the 9th. LIU Post set McCoy, Julia Cedar, and Abby Fortin to the plate. 3 dangerous hitters. Chelsea Hawks pitching her 9th inning of the game. She has gone the distance. Beautiful pitching. Only blemish, the 1 home run to Julia Cedar. So 2-0 the count. And a cold strike on McCoy. And coming in, a great job there by Brianna Dalton, going a long way to short center field to make the play. And a big out with Julia Cedar coming to the plate. Julia Cedar 2 for 3, a double in the first, and a 2-run shot in the 6th. And they're going to put the ECC co-MVP on first base. So on the intentional walk, Cedar will trot over to first base. leading run is on first.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the right fielder, number 15, Abby Fortin.
So Abby Fortin will come up to the plate, one away. 0 for 3 on the game, struck out in the first. Flew out to right in the fourth and the sixth. So 2-0 the count. And Fortin was all over that one. Abby Fortin has 13 home runs on the season. She actually leads this team in home runs. Cedar has 12. So 3-1 the count. So 3-1 to Fortin. Here's Hawks. And down low, ball 4, so 2 on, 4 post.
Now batting for the Pioneers, this new player, number 17, Ashley Melendez.
So Molloy will talk it over. Coach Sue Cassidy-Like's going to come out, have a conversation. So McCoy, they get McCoy on the pop-up. Julia Cedars intentionally walked. Abby Fortin walked, so we are first and second, 1 out. And that's going to bring Ashley Melendez to the plate, 0 for 3. Struck out in the first. Pop up to third in the fourth, and flew out to right in the seventh. Molloy in need of an out. Stay tuned for the third game of the day coming up approximately 35 minutes following this game. The winner of this game will take on New York Tech. And a ground ball through the hole. That could score one. Schneider throwing it home. Not in time. Post leads 3-2. So Ashley Melendez finds a hole, and that scores Cedar. So in the top of the ninth, Post takes the lead. Remember, Molloy is the home team. They will come up in the bottom of the ninth. So that's going to bring Gianna Gatto to the plate. Gatto is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And a called ball on the first. Molloy needs an out. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. And lays down the bunt over to first. 2 away. The runners move up. Fortin at third. Melendez at second. So 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Megan Sneeden. Sneeden 1 for 3. Singled in the seventh. So just a little low. And a cold strike, 1-1. And a soft one back at Hawks. She retires the sides, but not before Post gets one more on the board. They lead 3-2 as we move to the bottom of the ninth. So Molloy chasing one. When we return, you're watching East Coast Conference Softball Tournament action on the ECC YouTube channel.
This is LIU Post.
We are pioneers in spirit
and in practice.
On the boards
and beyond borders.
This is LIU Post.
A leader in business.
An international destination for the arts.
An engine of experiential education.
Where entrepreneurs get their start.
Accomplished alumni give back.
And innovative degree programs connect.
For a 360-degree view of the world.
This is LIU Post.
Where the pioneering spirit soars. LIU Post.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to.
So we go to the bottom of the ninth here in elimination game number 1. Russo, Snyder, and Banolski due up for the Lions. Russo 1 for 3, single back in the fourth. So Molloy is chasing one as they trail 3-2. And it's a high fly ball. Going back, and makes the catch on the wall. That ball just carried. So Samantha Maroney goes back to the track and makes the catch. And one quick out away, and that'll bring up Caitlin Snyder. If everyone remembers last year's championship game, Snyder went deep to help propel Molloy to their East Coast Conference championship. And the ball fouled back. And that ball the wind is really blowing out to that left field wall. Get one caught up in that wind, and that ball can carry. So 0-1 the count to Snyder. And the ball upstairs, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And ball the outside part of the plate. So since Humhedge has come into the game, 9 strikeouts since the 5th inning. So 2-1 the count to Snyder. And that ball tagged foul. 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And wastes another one. So Snyder's fighting. Molloy looking to get a base runner on. Banowski on deck, followed by Clinton and Bodie. And ball in the dirt, and the count moves to full. So full count to Snyder. Here's the pitch. And that ball's shallow. That ball could drop. No, it does not. And oncoming was Abby Fortin. So 2 away, and Molloy is down to their last out.
And adding number 20, Olivia Banowski.
So 2 outs. The top of the order, Olivia Banowski, comes to the plate. And a cold strike. Stay tuned. Approximately 30 minutes following this game, the winner of this game will take on NYIT in an elimination game and the right to advance to the championship against Mercy. And a ball's fair ball. And the umpire called it foul, and the ball hit off her glove. And they're going to call it back and say she was in foul territory. So 0-2 the count to Banowski. Molloy down to their last strike. Here's the pitch. And she struck her out, and Post will advance 30 minutes from now to take on NYIT. So that will do it for now from Rockville Center. We will see you in about a half hour. Coming up, LIU Post Pioneers taking on NYIT with the right to advance to the championship game. Once again, the final score, LIU Post 3, Molloy College 2.